Millions of penguins and 15 million crab-eater seals consume over 100 million metric tons of food a year. And of course, that food doesn't come from the beautiful but barren land around them, but from below. The misnamed crab-eater seals eat 67 million ton a year of this creature, krill. It forms a central point for the millions of seals, whales, fish, squid, penguins, albatross, and other seabirds that depend on it for their survival. The Antarctic seas are among the most biologically productive in the world, particularly the superabundant krill. The area of the Antarctic continent is some 14 million square kilometers, though in winter it more than doubles its size as pack ice extends for more than 1,000 kilometers from the coast. But now it's spring, and some krill drift away from the Antarctic continent to the subantarctic, where they provide a food supply for a wide variety of birds and seal. Take, for example, the one comparatively small subantarctic area of South Georgia. As the snow and ice of winter melt, the fur seals arrive, 500,000 of them. And penguins, 11 million of 5 different species. Albatross, over 100,000 pair of 4 species. And over 20 species of petrels, their vast numbers almost impossible to estimate. All these birds and mammals depend on krill. In the past, this enormous rich area attracted men from many countries. They came to kill the fur seals and the elephant seals. Today, men from many nations come to study rather than kill. Their attention is not so much on seals and whales, but on the key to these animals' existence, krill. They're investigating the private life of this 2.5-inch long shrimp, Euphoria superba. Although it's now a famous animal because of its food potential for man, there's still a lot to learn about its biology. The golden rule nowadays is to examine the ecology of the creature in an effort to predict the consequences of depleting its population. By sampling in a carefully planned way, they hope to be able to estimate the quantity of krill at various depths, as well as determining the amount available to what feeds on it. Albatross are abundant in the southern oceans and are frequently seen following ships and taking food thrown overboard. But they probably feed extensively at night when krill, fish, and squid are more available, being near to the surface of the sea. The albatross collect their food at sea and bring it to the nesting cliffs on South Georgia for their chicks. It's pre-digested and regurgitated from the stomach as a kind of fishy soup. And fur seals dive to a depth of 60 meters, searching for krill that will be turned into milk, 7 times richer than cow's milk. Largest of all is the whale, which feeds directly on krill, sieving huge mouthfuls. So at various depths, day and night, the hunters search for krill, an apparently limitless supply. Some will go to great lengths to find it. Albatross fly as far as 1,500 kilometers and spend many hours on the wing searching for food, riding the wind currents over the waves. Then back to base, now using the updraft of the cliff for support. of an albatross are built for effortless flying, its bill for catching squid, which feed on krill. The chick will be in the nest for 9 months, right through the Antarctic winter. The gray-headed and black-browed albatross have been the focus of attention for biologists studying the impact these and other seabirds have on the seas around South Georgia. In order to analyze the economy of the krill ecosystem, it's important to find out how much food is being taken by the various members of the community. If it's known how many albatross chicks there are and how many each one receives from the parent, then a figure becomes available for that part of the system. The rate at which chicks receive meals can be worked out, and so the length of time and potential foraging range of the parent can be estimated. The albatross of South Georgia feed over 3,000 tons of fish, squid, and krill to their chicks each season. This figure is small compared with the amount consumed by penguins, seals, and whales. Albatross, however, must catch their food at the surface of the sea, and therefore must search over vast areas of ocean. Another group of oceanic birds that form an important part of the krill picture are the petrels. This is a Cape pigeon or pintado. Here, pintados gather with another kind of petrel, dove prions, which have their own highly specialized bill structure. With this added advantage over the other petrels, it may be that they can collect enough food without going too far from their nests, an obvious benefit to the species. And another species, Wilson's petrel, said to be the most abundant bird of the world, uses this curious feeding method. They're known as St. Peter's birds, walking on the water with their long legs.